Next up, the quickest need to call a tradesman. Then comes the big test. How easy will it be to arrange an appointment and obtain a quote at a fair price? Well, that's exactly what we set out to examine with the help of a service expert.
They're late, or they just don't show and don't even ring to say, I'm sorry, I can't make it, can we reschedule? It's just not professional, and these days you just expect better customer service.
It seems almost everyone has a frustrating story to tell about tradesmen.
I've never known so many tradesmen's cars to break down on the day they're supposed to come to my place.
I don't think, you know, having to be home from 9 to 5 on a weekday, on a working day is reasonable.
The hundreds of millions of dollars that is being spent on advertising is being wasted because you're not getting loyalty, you're not getting repeat business.
Barry Urquhart champions the rights of consumers, demanding a better deal from service industries.
And what you really need to do is to say, hold on, what is it the consumers are looking for? They are looking for good communication and punctuality.
Their office is unattended.
Using Barry's benchmark of good service, good communication and punctuality, we contacted 19 tradespeople from Sydney's southwest for a quote to see how they'd fare.
Oh, hi. I was wanting a quote on a driveway. I was wanting to get the stamp paving on that.
We needed to know how much it would cost to spray pave the ageing driveway, rewire the garage, replace these wooden doors with a roller door and install 2 new security screens. We also wanted to change the locks on the front and back doors so they would have the same keys. And finally, quotes for 3 wooden blinds.
Tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow morning.
Crimmins Blinds was scheduled to arrive between 8 and 9 a.m. the day after Rachel called. Their consultant arrives 10 minutes early.
He only took 12 minutes, did 3 windows, which was quoted at $975.70 for wooden Venetian blinds, and he was very friendly, very helpful, so he was great. Monday is the next available.
The second quote is from Menai Blinds. They were to arrive between 8 and 8:30 a.m. They show at 8:25 and quote $1,015.
She was here for 10 minutes, was very informative. However, she did try and sell me a product that I was really not interested in.
The final quote is from Bright Blinds and Awnings. They're due at 10 a.m. but arrived 20 minutes early, and they can supply the blinds for $898.
He was very friendly and gave me good advice on what I should get.
When it comes to quotes for new security screens, the run of good service continued. Rachel's first call to AAA Sutherland security doors.
Between 11 and 12 would be
But
fantastic.
come Thursday, the tradesman rang to say he'd be an hour late. In fact, he shows up only 5 minutes late, takes 10 minutes and quotes $510 for both screens. Direct Home Products, another supplier of security doors, could only tell us he'd arrive sometime between 11 and 1 p.m. But on the day of the quote, he calls at 8:45 to bring the appointment forward to 9:15.
I only stayed here for 5 minutes, very quick, efficient, and gave me a quote of $495 for 2 security doors.
Just as it seemed bad tradesman stories were more urban myth than real life, our third appointment failed to show. D&S Security was due at 10. Rachel called just after 3:30 to find where they were.
I'm just wondering what happened. It's 3:30 now.
The phone diverted to someone who had no details of the job and no apology.
So, 5.5 hours, it's a very long time to be waiting.
On contacting the company to request an interview, we received this fax which denied an appointment had ever been made. They accept a quote had been requested, but claim the day we wanted wasn't suitable, and so no other time was scheduled. When it came to getting quotes for a roller door, we had similar difficulties. Value Garage Doors didn't bother showing or phoning.
Their office is unattended. No mobile. Oh, hi, my name's Rachel from number 8 Water Street. It's 2:10 on Monday.
They were due 2 hours earlier, but when we contacted them for an explanation, they claim the original booking was only ever tentative. They also deny any record of Rachel's call asking where they were. Harlow and Sons arrived 38 minutes late and quoted us $465. And Elite Doors showed up 2 hours late, no phone call and no apology.
which is quite incredible. And he just kept walking past me as though there was no problem with that.
He stayed for 10 minutes and gave a verbal quote of $360 for the roller door. He refused to be interviewed to explain why he was late or so rude. Next job, the driveway. Mystic Spray-On Paving was due at 1 p.m. 15 minutes before arriving, their consultant rings to say he's on time and will be there as scheduled.
Oh, he was right on time. It was incredible, actually.
Well, it gives the customer time to prepare for us to be there, and it also is a good reflection on our business.
Bob Stewart, who owns Mystic Spray-On Paving, understands why his fellow tradesmen can run late. He doesn't understand why they can't call.
Well, you've only got a telephone beside you, haven't you?
C&J Paving arrived 13 minutes early, but Advanced Spray-On Paving was an hour and a half late. No apology and only providing an explanation when asked for one. He had to drop friends at the airport.
He only stayed for 4 minutes and told me he couldn't do the job. So if I was waiting around in a lunch hour, I would be absolutely furious.
The rewiring of the garage got a mixed response. Care Electrical only 10 minutes late and a verbal quote of $1,400. Energy Australia's Energy Fix arrives an hour and 15 minutes late, but when contacted, disputes they ever gave a specific time, only promising to arrive in the PM. Their quote was $822.
Yes, that's Abbey Electrical. Hi. You have to cancel.
Abbey Electrical cancelled 1.5 hours before they were due, promising to reschedule, but never rang again. And Marnie's Electrical, due at 4 p.m, cancelled at 3:30 and rescheduled for the following week for 1 p.m, but showed up 40 minutes late. Their quote was also $1,400.
That company had 2 bites of the cherry and failed twice. Will you go back a third time? Improbable.
So it happens often?
All the time. Oh, well, I try and cut it down, and we have a policy to try and make appointments on time. I think we generally do a good job. So I might have to put some fuses in this control.
Peter Marnie has been in business for the last 10 years. He's well aware of why service can sometimes be bad.
Yeah, probably we've got the upper hand at the moment because there is a shortage of tradesmen.
Next, locksmiths. All St George, due between 2 and 4, rang to say they'd arrive at 3 and did the job for $82. At Call Locksmith was 25 minutes late after a phone call to get the address and charged $99. And St George Locksmith charged $96.80 after arriving 25 minutes early.
Arriving early can be as inconvenient as what it is arriving late.
We had 6 who arrived on time, 4 who arrived early, so 10 who I guess did the right thing. Isn't that a good mark?
50%, it's not too good. Why should we expect that?
Barry believes the trades industry suffers overall because it generally puts more importance on individual skills than service.
You can dominate a market, a mindset and a consumer group and make so much money by satisfying consumers with so much service, you will not be aware of what loyalty is out there, untapped, unfulfilled, latent, if only we could commit to customer service.
If only. Tara Brown with that report, and it was produced by Cherie Fitzallen. To be fair, it turned out to be a pretty even split between those who promise and don't deliver compared to those who do.